Well, my Muslim name is Fathima. I was a typical American growing up. I was the captain of the volleyball team, captain of the basketball team, and prom queen. I was the one doing everyone's hair and makeup, and probably wouldn't be the type that you would have expected to become a practicing Muslim. For a long time I searched for my purpose, with the conviction that if I tried on as many different hats as possible, I would eventually find out what I was put on this earth to achieve. But that just put me on an endless treadmill that allowed me to collect many different degrees and increase my knowledge in different areas, which is absolutely beneficial, but it didn't feed my soul or answer the questions I had in my heart. Most of all, I never felt like I found my purpose. When I realized I was insatiable in many different areas of my life, I began studying different religions and spiritual paths in an effort to get to know God. I have a few different degrees and certifications, none of which relate to each other on paper, but somehow connect perfectly in my mind. I have a bachelor's degree in Italian studies, a master's degree in Italian linguistics, a doctoral degree in natural health, an Ayurvedic practitioner certification, an ESL certification, a cosmetology license, a professional makeup artist certification, and, most recently, I completed a certification program as an EMF radiation consultant. I strive to grow in faith and improve upon myself every day, and I hope to share the knowledge I've accumulated thus far to help others. I feel like my journey is important to share with the world because there are so many misconceptions about Islam and Muslims, many of which I had absorbed by osmosis throughout the years too, just by living in this society, that I learned were untrue. So I felt a need to try to explain some of them, and hopefully put them to rest. As an American of Northern European descent with John Quincy Adams as one of my forefathers, I feel like more people can relate to me, and therefore might be more inclined to listen to another perspective regarding Islam. While completing my master's degree in Italian at Middlebury College, I was exposed to many different foreign languages and cultures, and I was particularly attracted to Arabic. A few months later, a Turkish man and woman, who were my classmates at the Ayurvedic Institute in Albuquerque, lent me a book about the pillars of Islam, because they saw that I was interested in studying different spiritual paths. I carried that book to a dog park, sat down on a bench, and started to read it. Soon after, an American Muslim convert from Massachusetts approached me, and he and his wife, who is now one of my closest friends, introduced me to the Muslim community there. After moving back to Boston, I began attending an Islam 101 class in Cambridge to learn more, and a few months later I decided to accept Islam as my spiritual path. My immediate family wasn't too surprised, because I had always been interested in different languages and cultures and holistic medicine, so I think they thought it was just another one of my temporary interests. When I decided to wear the hijab, it was a little uncomfortable for them, but eventually they got used to it and are supportive of my decision. Since converting, some friendships have fizzled out, and that's to be expected because my interests, lifestyle, and priorities have changed. We're usually attracted to people we have things in common with, so changing company is something that comes with the territory. I am an artist. I love to paint landscapes in particular, and I'm also a pretty good athlete. But I don't have much time to play sports because I have 2 young daughters. I'm in love with learning foreign languages as a means to learn about and connect with people of other cultures. I'm also a natural health practitioner, and at this time I'm particularly interested in Dr. Jack Krus's work. Strangely enough, I also used to be a hair and makeup artist, and did many weddings, photo shoots, and even the special effects makeup for an indie movie. It all comes back to creative arts. That's how I connect all my interests. As a homeschool mom and homemaker now, that's my priority, and it's a full-time job, so I don't do much work outside the house these days. The biggest change in my life is that I'm not living in the depths of existential confusion anymore. That was an awful feeling, to feel that you have no idea what we're all doing here and where we're all going after we die. I hated the thought of wasting time. I wanted to know the purpose, understand the rules of the game, and try to win. Must be the competitive athlete side of me. Of course, no one has all the detailed answers to everything, But it's a really grounding feeling to know that there's an authentic guidebook that puts all the pieces together in a logical, rational, and verifiable way. Following that guidebook has changed my life and has brought me so much peace and guidance. You can check out her book, From Prom Queen to Hijabi, on Amazon. Link in the description.